I'd just like to take one moment to thank my two fathers who've been so supportive of me in all of my endeavors. Thanks, Dad!
This next song, What Was Me, is Logan Schwartzengrubenier's song. One of the important things to point out about Logan is actually her last name. Her last name, Schwartzengrubenier, sounds kind of exotic, I guess you could say, but it's not really as impressive as it sounds once you realize what it is. See, even though it's pronounced as one name, it's not actually one last name. It's two. Schwartz and Grubenier. And the reason for this is because she has two dads. Yes, that is an issue that this musical addresses. It's not necessarily the biggest issue that it addresses, but it does still address it by having Logan's parents be two dads. But that's not really the focus of this song, though it is important to point that out to fully understand Logan's character. I remember back during I'm Not That Smart when I talked about the way Lee's parents treated him, about how it wasn't good parenting. Well, this is the exact opposite, in that the parents are treating her in the exact opposite way that Lee's parents treat him. Both are equally bad. Logan's been raised to believe that you need to win. If you don't win, that makes you a loser. And then God will hate you. And I'm not making that up, that is actually one of the lyrics of this particular song. There's one point where one of the dads actually says, God hates losers. Which is certainly an interesting viewpoint. Not one I even come close to agreeing with, but it's definitely interesting. So this song really helps us see the way Logan's been raised. She's been pushed and pushed and pushed and pushed to win. And as I said, this is definitely not good parenting. The entire song is Logan, I don't really want to say complaining, but definitely bemoaning her particular life. And it's definitely not the best lifestyle. I mean, she grew up with two dads, and while there is most definitely nothing wrong with that, that's not really accepted by society, unfortunately, and so a lot of people talk about it behind her back. And her birth mother lives in Kansas Mo in a trailer in a park, tornadoes. I will say that she's not as neglected as, say, Olive is, but her birth mother's still not there to watch her compete. I mean, yes, they do exchange letters, and she does live fairly far away, so it's more understandable, but still, your daughter's in a spelling bee. I feel like you can make some kind of effort to get there. But Logan also does other things. It mentions in the song that she does yoga, and basically the way she does yoga is the same way she does the spelling bee. She's continually pushed to be better, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. It's always good to strive to be better, but when all you're really doing is pushing her just to win, and that's the only mindset she has, that's where we run into problems. So this song basically just reflects the fact that Logan didn't grow up in the best of environments. And obviously she's not the only one, but still, it does seem like hers is definitely one of the worst. So that's all I have to say about this song. Tune in next week for next week's song. See you then.